This is Community Connections airing on OROMIA11. I am your host, Anna Orr, and today's guest is Catrice Williams, the Director of Wealth Development for the Urban League Twin Cities. Today we'll be talking about the Urban League Family Day event coming up August 27th and some of the highlights regarding that, vendors, health opportunities, as well as ways for the community to plug in for this free and open to the public event taking place very soon. This is not going to be an episode you want to miss.
Ijoollee keenya COVID-19 irraa haa ittifnu. Ijoolleen dhibee COVID-19 qabamuu waan danda'aniif talaalliin kun fayyaa daa'immanii eeguu fi ittisuuf ni gargaara. Talaalliin COVID-19 ijoolleef kennamaa jiru miidhaa kan hin qabne bilisaa fi bu'a qabeessa. Kanaafuu talaalliin COVID-19 dhibee ittisa malee dhibee nama hin qabsiisu. Talaallii COVID-19 fudhachuudhaan maatii hunda dhibee COVID-19 irraa haa ittisnu.
Good afternoon, Catrice. Thank you for joining me on the episode of Communities Connections.
Well, Anna, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me.
Now, you are with the Urban League Twin Cities, and you are the Director of Housing for them currently. Is that correct?
My actual title is the Director of Wealth Development. My department does house all of our housing efforts, however, yes.
Okay. Can you talk to me a little bit about your role with the Urban League Twin Cities?
So my particular role with the Urban League Twin Cities is, again, the Director of Wealth Development. That means that I oversee all of our asset and wealth creation initiatives. That is rental housing, again, home ownership, and asset and wealth creation.
Okay. Can you talk to me for those that don't know, that are part of our viewership, that don't know what the Urban League Twin Cities does and what their mission is within the Twin Cities?
Well, the Urban League Twin Cities has a 92-year history here on the north side. Wow. We are a nonprofit organization dedicated to the social and economic advancement of African descendants.
Okay. Now, currently, we brought you on today because we're talking about Family Day, which is coming up on the 27th of this month, happening right on Plymouth, right? On the 27th, right? From 12 to 7 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes, Family Day is our annual community festival. It does take place August 27th from noon to 7 p.m. However, we do have a 9 o'clock kickoff, which has traditionally been our parade. But this year, as a part of our commitment to health and wellness in our community, we are hosting a slow roll hosted by Anthony Taylor. So bring your bikes out, meet us on the corner of Penn and Plymouth at 9 a.m. and we will roll through the north side and roll back to the corner of Penn and Plymouth to kick off Family Day.
That sounds like a wonderful event. Can you talk about the partnership with Anthony Taylor and how the slow roll and you guys kind of came to be?
Again, it is a part of our commitment to health and wellness in our community. It was I honestly think it was born just from a collaboration with our young professional group who host a Light Up the Night event with Anthony Taylor annually. And we just thought it would be a great idea, a great alternative to get the community out, get us active, and just kind of break the monotony of just like the traditional parade, kind of just strolling through the north side. But again, getting to see this beautiful community that we are all a part of, and, get us up and get moving in a fun way that, the whole family can enjoy.
I think that's a wonderful addition to the longstanding tradition of having the parade as well as the Family Day event. I think it's going to be pretty exciting, but I also think it's going to bring out a wonderful turnout for the community. And hopefully it's going to be a wonderful day on that weather-wise, so you guys don't have to figure out any alternative.
Yes, we are praying for sunny skies and mid to high 70s.
I know that's right. Can you talk to me a bit about the mission of Family Day? I know a lot of people hear Family Day and feel like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm in for. But as a Northsider myself, I'm like, I don't think you ever can actually put into words what the experience is unless you've actually attended.
Again, yeah, it is our our commitment to community coming to fruition. Honestly, it is just us, getting community businesses. As I said, we are a nonprofit that is dedicated to the social and economic advancement of African descendants. So you're going to experience vendors from communities and products from people who look like you, who come from where you come from. You're going to experience talent and showmanship from members of your community, and you're going to see employers and just everyone from the community coming out to just bond together and just be present with each other. And I really feel like on the heels of the pandemic and all the changes that the world has gone through, especially here in our city, that it's really needed.
I think it is a very timely event, and for those that aren't familiar with the North Side at all, or even the community in which the Urban League Twin Cities is housed, the North Side is very much so, I feel like, it feels like one giant family. And one of the things that we know how to do is rally and be together and take care of one another during times of trial and hardship. And I feel like since the Jamar Clark situation taking place, as well as a lot of the civil unrest that took place subsequently after that and around the George Floyd untimely death, I think this community could benefit from that time of healing, as well as a reminder to the kids of those communities that it is a safe and beautiful place to grow up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can you share with us just some of the highlights for the event that are coming up? You talked about entertainment. Do you have any names of people that are going to be attending this year as performers?
Absolutely. This year we will be having the Max Band. We're going to have Ben. We'll have Javante Patton as a headliner. There will be tons of food and games, food vendors. There will be there'll be a portion dedicated to our children with lots of activities. It'll just be a day of celebration, a day for us to come together and just enjoy all the things that are the North Side and just the Twin Cities and the Black community in the Twin Cities.
I think that's wonderful. Now, we talked about the slow roll happening now, and we talked about the kickoff at 9 a.m., but what's going to be taking place in that gap between 9 and 12? If people are saying, I missed the slow roll and I might have missed the 12 p.m. event, but since they'll be out there till 7, can you let us know, would it be probably a good time to jump in if they hear the music or if they see the roads blocked off along that way?
So anytime between the 12 o'clock, between the noon hour and 7 o'clock will be a great time to stop by Family Day. We'll have food vendors. We will have healthcare vendors. We will have employment vendors. We will have information about resources around the community. Again, activities for the entire family. And it'll just be a great time to just celebrate and commune with the people around you who you probably haven't seen for the past 2 years.
That's true.
The new babies who are now toddlers, and your neighbors and friends from high school who are still a part of, who will always be a part of this community, who make it a point to come out to this perennial celebration of just everything Northside.
Now, we talked about you all being in the health corridor and some of the partners you all have with the University of Minnesota Urban Research Outreach and Engagement Center, with North Point Health and Wellness. Can you talk to us about some of the health programming that North Point will be offering out on that day?
I know that North Point will be offering blood pressure checks, some information, and just comprehensive just health and wellness checks. There's going to be what they call a health and wellness gateway. There will be again, the slow roll, which is an opportunity to get people up and active. As an hour of activity 3 times a week helps deter lots of health issues that plague our community. There will be vendors from the University of Minnesota also performing those healthcare screenings, and that's pretty much it.
I think that's important to have them out there represented because, one, if you drive past North Point, it looks like they're closed, even though we know that they're under construction and taking care of some much needed remodels. I'm excited to see what those are going to actually turn out to be. But I think having that relaxed, celebratory atmosphere out on Plymouth makes it a lot less daunting to get your blood pressure checked, to talk to somebody about maybe a health issue that you've had for some time and have not made it to the doctor just yet. So hopefully the community comes out and is able to fully engross themselves in the services offered and talk to and plug in with UROC and North Point on some of their health initiatives as well, and hopefully boost the attendance of the slow roll.
Absolutely.
I know that with COVID, people are often looking for ways to get out and be active that are not only safe, but also providing a sense of community that we haven't had in a very long time.
Absolutely. And another portion of the slow roll will be a bike raffle. So there will be a bike raffle. We've had a gracious sponsor, Venture North Bicycles, that has donated a bike. I think the value of the bike is somewhere around $300. So it's a very generous gift. So come out, get active, bring your bike. There will be some bikes available, and just get active, and hopefully you can win a bike.
That's wonderful. Now, for those of us that are unable to attend the event on Saturday, what are some ways in which that we can support ULTC on the day of this event or leading up to it?
Well, you can always donate. If you are not available for Family Day, there are other events that we have coming up in the future. We have volunteer opportunities. Bring your family, or tell your family, tell your friends, visit the website, visit our social media to keep yourself updated on the happenings at Urban League Twin Cities. And again, you could donate. There is information about donation and ways to donate on our website, which is ultcmn.org. Also, again, our social media, which is our social media handle is ULTC_MN on Instagram and Twitter. You can also search Urban League Twin Cities on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, Catrice. I actually am going to attend the event and hopefully get some of the amazing community attendees and get some of the amazing food out there and talk to the rest of the team that have been responsible for putting this wonderful event together. I look forward to seeing you all and hopefully getting a chance to maybe interview you right on the spot on the day of the event. I'll see you on the 27th.
Absolutely. I will be looking forward to it.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
That is all the time we have for today's episode of Community Connections. As always, I am your host, Anna Orr, and I want to send a special thank you to Catrice Williams and the team over at the Urban League Twin Cities. I look forward to joining you all on the 27th of this month at the Family Day.